Hi, I'm Brad.
And hi, I'm Kathy.
And we're from Holdridge, Nebraska. And
we love Christmas. Since 1974. I did it when I lived in Cortland, Nebraska. I did it when I lived in a mobile home park here in Holdridge. And then after my husband was killed, my dad and I had been remodeling this house, so I moved down here and I had a lot more area, so I started adding more lights and more displays. And then a couple years after that, I met Brad.
And so I joined the Christmas decorating experience with her. And when I started, I tried putting lights on a tree, and she informed me that that wasn't how it was done. It was either Kathy's way of doing lights or the wrong way. And it didn't take me long to figure out what the right way was, and Kathy's way. So I've been doing quite a bit of the Christmas lights since then. You can never have too many lights on them.
Well, we've always both loved Christmas lights. It doesn't matter whether he was on his own or I was on my own. We both just love doing Christmas. And the best part of Christmas is all the lights and all the, brightness and everything. And so, yeah, it was easy to convince him to join in, even if he had to do it my way. So it was fun to get help out there instead of always being by yourself and stuff.
I'm getting too old for this.
In 2003, I fell from the top of my 8-foot ladder because it shifted as the ground was thawing. And so I I crushed 2 vertebrae. And so with that accident and having to be in a back brace for 4 months, I really needed his help. There's a group of breakers in the basement of the house, and the biggest bunch of breakers are out here in the garage, but they're all color-coded and labeled so that we know which ones we're flipping when we're testing lights and everything. So then we just start flipping switches. That's it. They're all on.
Besides in the garage having 20 breakers, we have 5 down here, so we have 1, 2, and 3, and then there's 2 right here that are on.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where he definitely knew what he was getting into, but he loves it just as much as I do. So he just has really stepped up more than could be expected. Okay, we're getting ready to set up the gingerbread village. And so we start with this end and the ornament. And the pictures tell us to go down the row till we finish putting it all together. Yeah, our gingerbread, I don't even remember which one we started with now. It's been long enough ago, but yeah, it started out very small and there wasn't that much in the pattern book. But boy, once we ordered a few pieces and put a few touches of them in a few different colors, I just love them. And now they have really cute things they do more of. And it's always more exciting to me to be able to make the stuff and have some sweat equity into things rather than just go out and buy. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of bought things too. There's some of those things I love. But the majority of our things, it's stuff that we have made. We've drawn on plywood with giant sized carbon paper. And then we paint it. And there's times we don't agree with their paint colors, so we paint them the color we want to paint them.
Where should we put this? Put it about in here?
Yeah, that'll...
What's another one of your big displays you want to talk about?
Oh, probably the Joy.
Because it's the largest in size.
And it took a lot to build that one because we used 3/4 inch plywood because they're almost 8 foot tall, and the O with the star on top is almost 10 foot tall. People love it. It's big, it's showy, and it just looks great.
The Christmas train and back is one of my bigger projects that I started on my own before I started dealing with extra help. And I just loved it because it's just all of Christmas to it. I mean, there's several different parts, and amazingly enough, as you build it, the tracks set together when you set it back together in the yard and things. And then it was fun to just add all the little village pieces like the pet shop and the tailor shop. And so we just keep adding and adding more.
We have at least 80,000. I'm not sure that there isn't more than 80,000 lights out there. And originally they were all the old incandescent miniature lights, but over the years we've been putting in and exchanging them for LED lights, which are brighter, last longer. You don't have to go through them so much, and
Run cheaper.
they run a whole lot cheaper than the other lights. We're kind of a no-tech display. We don't have any computers. We don't have anything to music. It's just a very simple display that started out simple and just grew into a great big display that is still simple.
I have always done this just because I love Christmas lights. I've done it since I was in high school at my folks' house. I just love Christmas lights. And so I've always just done it, saved through the year, knew my electric bill would be higher and everything else, and was able to make it up. And I had to go to him a few years after we were married crying because I don't know how we're going to pay for this. It went up so much, and they more than doubled our light bill. But I still was not for the donation box, but then people downtown were telling me, Kathy, you got to start taking donations. There's got to be a way. But I just love doing this. I didn't think we needed it in the beginning.
Well, and we thought that we're doing this. It's our choice to do this. Mm-hmm. No one's making us do it. And so the donations have come in, and we have been able to pay our electric bill with it. And we've been very pleased and very happy with the response that we got from it.
I never dreamt that we'd get more than 50 or $100, but I knew any little bit would help us on the electric bill. In fact, the first year I couldn't talk about it. I'd be in tears because it is so touching to know that people are so happy that we are able to do this for them every year, that they don't mind putting $1 or $2 in the light box just to help us out to make sure we can do the lights.
There we go. Get that up a little higher.
Never in a million years thought it would grow to this size that we have it in the front and the back and the side yard. And
years ago, I'd tell her, I think we've got 50,000 lights already. The next time I counted, well, it was up to 65, and then pretty soon it was up to 75. And I told her, if we get anywhere near 100,000, take me to the funny farm and leave me there.
And I've threatened to do that too.
But we're over 80, so we're getting closer to the funny farm every year.